Okay. So, it's asking me on here that, well, it's telling me that something went wrong with your X, your Twitter
Okay,
going.
so what? Okay, let me remove that, and then let's see what'll happen. Okay, how about now? Okay, it's
Yeah, it
live
looks.
on
Yep.
something about. Okay, I don't have the premium plan. That's what it is. So they're trying to make me pay for the.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
it is. So it's all good, Kelly. Like I said, I'm not in no hurry to pay for damn
Yeah,
StreamYard shit.
they're kind of, they kind of, it's expensive, right? Like this stuff is not, it's not cheap by any means. So
My
you
thing, yeah, and if you're gonna do it, don't have no glitches. I ain't gonna pay for shit that has glitches
got.
in
Oh,
it, man.
oh, sorry.
Am
Yeah.
I showing on my channel?
Yep, yep. I think
Cool.
I just saw it on my phone.
Oh, are you showing on the channel too?
Let me look and see. Yep, we're both there.
Okay, cool, cool. All right,
Yep.
that's what's up. Yeah, so like again, I definitely want to get your take on how your son felt. I know he supported RFK in the beginning,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and
I think
then and
a
I
lot of
know
the
him.
younger guys did, right?
Right?
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I like RFK. I've always liked RFK, but um, now you have Trump. That, like I said, Trump is a willing dealer. You know what I'm saying? He gonna will and deal, and I think, well, I'm almost for sure now he offered RFK a position and RFK accepted. They've been had it together, but they just wanted to pounce it now. And also now I think Trump has more people, Democrats on board. I think we might see a damn what's her name? I know a lot of people don't like Tulsi Gabbard, but we might see her in his administration, and we're going to see what's her name? What's that girl's name? The other one that's running, Tulsi Gabbard. No, no, that's what's her damn name?
Nikki, what are you talking about? Nikki Haley? Who else are you? Who else was there?
No, you got Cornell West that was running, and the girl from the what's her fucking name? Damn.
I kind of look. I think Tulsi's got a lot of fire. I'll give it to her.
Right.
Um, I mean, if you look at the debate between her and Harris, I mean, she faded
She's
her.
yeah.
So
Jill Stein. Thank you, JB.
fine.
Jill
Okay,
Stein.
thank you. Hey, Callie. Hey, Roger. Hey, everybody that's here.
Hey,
Appreciate
everybody.
you. This is impromptu, so we're just gonna talk about what's going on with the endorsement. It was interesting how I noticed that he actually started to cry, right? Like you could see the water when I was watching it on my TV. See,
Right.
these things make me emotional, right? Because I
Yeah.
give a shit about my country, and to me, it matters. In my world, I look at it like life or death.
That's
Some
right.
people look at this like, I don't give a shit, pick who you want to pick. I get it. Life still goes on. You got to go to work, in that regard, all these things, right? That
Right.
necessarily don't matter. But in my mind, I do look at it like life or death, right?
Right.
Probably
Especially
to
when
a fault.
especially when Kamala Harris is talking about raising taxes 47%. It's like that damn near is life or death when it comes to finances, when it comes to like, do you buy food or do you put gas in your car? It's gonna come down to that. And I feel sorry for like the Uber drivers and all that because the cost of repairing their cars is gonna shoot up like crazy.
And you only get to pick one. At the end of the year, it's either gas or repairs. You don't get to write off both. So,
Exactly. Yep.
right.
Exactly. So,
Um,
and I'm definitely concerned because my son does that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah.
keep telling him, get your CDL, don't drive your own vehicle. But hey, what do I know? I've only just owned cars and had dependent on cars, and the cars break down. So yeah, I'm good on that shit. I don't live my life anymore.
Well, they do offer you like a rental option, which seems like a good idea, but I don't want to get into that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah,
That's going down another rabbit hole. But
it is. It is. It is.
I
Um,
I definitely feel like it was, I'll say, in RFK Jr.'s position, he made the right choice.
he did.
Um, he pretty much aired him out, and for some people already know this, but a lot of people don't. Like they don't know how the media has shut, you know, Trump out, him out. You know, I don't even think they grasp a little bit of the process, right?
Right.
Not understanding how this lady just gets thrown in the spot where
Yeah.
delegates were actually pissed, like, we didn't pick her. Like, what are we doing? You know?
Right. Right.
Allegedly, she was here. Allegedly, she came while the DNC was going on and went to the Pfizer. I didn't even know about it. I haven't
Right.
spoken with somebody directly that's been there, but I've heard people were there. I don't know. Yesterday, I couldn't tell you. I didn't know it was happening.
Okay.
So, you know, that's the same place that they hosted the RNC. So,
Right.
yeah. So they're
Huh.
saying she flew in, had a little rally here, and then flew back out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That's
Yeah.
very interesting.
So, but yeah, I think that's definitely a plus having him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I think he's got a good team of people that work with him. I mean, you know, you can only crapshoot it with people, right? I know it's a particular person who he talked about. What was her name? Kate, maybe? Somebody who, oh man, what do you say? He's been, you know, this has been his life's work for 19 years, like his passion. And I take it serious when he was rattling off all them numbers, like 1 in 4 women on antidepressants,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
childhood obesity, childhood
Yeah.
diabetes, stuff that didn't exist when he was younger. You
Yeah.
know, all them numbers are like, whoa. You know,
Yeah.
I clearly we have a problem. And then I just found out that Mexico said they ain't even buying corn from us anymore because our food is so processed, right?
Right. Right.
You know, like that yeah, you know, I would say that Trump would need somebody in that cabinet position that's gonna hold it down and do the job, and he's the man for it.
Right. Right. So Johnny Quest in the chat said RFK cannot be trusted. Don't forget when he had a private call with Trump on the phone, he put Trump on speakerphone and the video taped it. He also supported abortion. Trump still lacks discernment. You know, I think Johnny Quest that Trump told him to leak that call. You know what I'm saying? And again, Trump and RFK had already agreed that RFK was going to endorse him. I said that a long time ago. So with Trump, it's all about timing. So he knew that once they do the RNC, he was going to knock Kamala Harris out of the damn news, out of the news algorithm. And what are we talking about right now? Are we talking about how Beyonce didn't show up, or are we talking about RFK?
I think Beyonce and her husband probably want to stay out of the public eye right now. And I just don't think it's a good idea, you know, going down if you want to go down that rabbit hole. I think Jay Z is better off behind the scenes minding his business because his name clicks in too many wrong places. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
like P. Diddy? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. I
So
got you. Well, I think that, first of all, well, and I don't want to go down the rabbit hole like you said, but let me just say it from a musician standpoint. If you
yeah.
play any
Sorry, go ahead.
instruments, you have to rehearse. So them saying that Beyonce was supposed to, that's bullshit because nobody in a professional band just comes and plays. No, you come there, you do sound check, you rehearse, you go through the steps a couple of times.
Right.
So that was bullshit. So they could tell that to somebody else. You can't tell that to me. I play. I've been in a band, and
Well, hey, Little John showed up. Remember, from the window to the
yeah,
wall.
but all they got to do, but I'm sure he showed up for sound check. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure he showed up for sound check and he rehearsed. All the people that performed showed up for a sound check and rehearsed. So all that shit about Beyonce coming, I don't know who said that shit. They need to be fired for that shit. But hey, that's none of my business. Hey, what up going on, Mo? But yeah, I mean, that's just to put
Hey, Mo.
asses in, that's to put people in seats. And if you got to resort to putting people in seats saying, "Oh, we're going to throw a fake Beyonce concert," that's gonna come back and bite her because them gay boys were upset. Them gay boys were upset.
If that's if that's all they were waiting on,
That's all they
just
were waiting on. Them gay boys, they think Beyonce is God. Shit.
I am not paying. I don't even want to pay 50. Yes, that's the cat. That is absolutely the cat here. That is a loudmouth. He's part Siamese and he's old. So give him a little break.
Right.
But no, yeah, I'm not paying that kind of money. I don't want to pay $50
No,
to.
that's why I said, and I was telling Angry Snowman and yourself, if it was free, those people came to that convention because they said Beyonce was going to show up for free, just like Meg Thee Stallion showed up for free. Now, of course, Kamala Harris is going to have to pay for that. So she paid Meg Thee Stallion. I guess she don't have enough money to pay for goddamn Beyonce. So she's like, fuck it. We're just going to say she's coming and hey, what they going to do? Not vote for me?
People pay, yeah, people literally pay 5 grand to see Taylor Swift and Beyonce. They
Oh,
are
absolutely.
serious about that.
I know.
That's crazy.
So that's why when you say free, they really going to show up because
Yeah.
that's a once in a lifetime. Because like you said, they pay stupid money to see Taylor Swift and Beyonce. Speaking of Taylor Swift, I hear a rumor that she endorsed Trump. Not that it matters to me, but I mean, I don't know. I just heard that.
Yeah, I haven't, I don't really follow them. I mean, is
I
Hollywood
don't
even
either.
a thing anymore? Like, who really even cares about that anymore? You know what I mean? Like, how many people really follow people like that?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm all about policy. Again, I'm about policy, policy, policy. That's why I said I told you the last time we did a show. Um, as far as me and the black people I know, we don't give a shit about no J6. Like, okay, J6. Now, rest in peace to the one sister that got killed. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to her. But like, we see stuff like that in the hood all the time. That's why we were like, okay, and J6 and you know what I'm saying? Oh,
I
Trump, he paid.
have I have though, Blackson. I gotta get pushed back a little bit on that because
Okay.
I have heard, some people saying they use that as a talking point, as if that was, of something significant that had to do with, like a power play. And it's just certain people who think that it's a movement, for whatever reason, like they want to see people get prosecuted. You know, it's weird to me. I don't understand it, but I've heard it. That's all I'm saying.
No, I know you heard it, but what I'm saying, how is J6 significant? Like I said, when you talk about, in fact, I'm gonna put white people and black people, I'm gonna put all Americans in this. When we got a menu coming out and it says high gas prices, high rent, inflation, open border, high taxes. Where do we have room to worry about J6? Like, we got a tall order of shit.
For sure.
Low jobs, low wages, high taxes. Like, where do we have room for J6?
And I think people would be surprised if they would look further into some of these blue cities, like where I'm at.
Yeah.
I was telling you, they just fired a chick for making what, 64,000 votes for Biden in the back room.
And they didn't lock her up.
Not that I'm aware of.
That means she took the fall for somebody.
But why didn't that, why didn't that make major news? Why don't we
Right.
hear that on mainstream media? Like, that's a
Right.
big deal. But on the flip side of that, they want to prosecute the Michigan sheriff who allowed Trump to come talk at his facility for an hour. So then they call him, and try to shake him down, like, well, would you let Harris come? And he was like, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
So, trying to make it like that could be some type of fraud. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you guys are not going after the real fraud, but you want to go harass a sheriff in Michigan
Right,
because he allowed Trump to come speak at the facility.
right. Well, I believe not only that, but Elon Musk gave Kamala an invitation, and so did who else? I mean, everywhere that Trump has been, Aiden Ross, I think he invited them Kamala Harris. So all these platforms that Trump is going on, they gave Kamala Harris the same invitation, and she's turned them down. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
and I don't know how true this is. I'm not going to even really justify it until I really hear proof. But I'm hearing rumors that they want to try to cancel the debate between Trump and Kamala. You know,
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. When is the actual date? Because I guarantee she's gonna duck.
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said, do they have a scheduled date? Because I guarantee she's gonna duck.
Um,
Try to avoid it if all possible. And they don't even need it. That's the funny part. Liberals that are gonna vote for her, they're gonna vote regardless, whether it's
you're
a
right.
date or not.
I absolutely agree. But I would think they would want to debate Trump because they still need a narrative. They were not. I'm gonna tell you what they were going to do. They were going to hide Kamala until the DNC, and then they were going to push her up in the fake polls. But now that RFK sucked up all the damn algorithm, they have to regroup now. So the only thing left is for them to try to have a debate and, of course, try to make Trump look bad. I don't think that's going to work well for them, but that's because they have to try to make it have an appearance so they can try to cheat, which that's not going to work for them either. But they have
Well,
to kind of
interesting enough, like I said, that what happened here, and I'm sure it's happened in other places, but see, they just tend to get away with it. When my mayor's asked to speak on it, he doesn't have any words.
right,
Like, how is the rep Democrat, the mayor Democrat, the governor they don't have no accountability. They don't have no accountability. They do what the hell they want to do. Period.
right,
And if it were Trump, I mean, he can fart wrong and they want to put him in jail. I'm just saying.
right.
Like,
Oh, can I speak on that real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
You guys are going to learn. You guys are going to learn. You guys are going to learn. They keep saying, "Oh, Trump is going to get locked up." Do you know they can sentence Trump and say, "You know what, Trump, we're going to give you a year or 2 years, whatever, prison, jail." He gets an appeal. The appeal stays the process. What do we like? Why? How many times I got to tell people this?
Well, not
That's
only that, coming from somebody who's never ever been in trouble before,
that's fine.
people here, no, I'm saying like Trump's never been in trouble. He's never got in trouble for anything.
Right,
People can almost commit a murder here and
right,
get out on bond. Okay.
right.
So what are we talking about? That's when I get pissed. Like, they're making a molehill into a mountain. I
Well,
don't.
it's just like Kamala Harris. She kept talking about Project 2025. I'm starting to think now, Kelly, that the damn Democrats made that shit up. Because it's like, yo, y'all keep like if you support Trump, if you support Kennedy, you already know Trump has a website. I'm so sick of hearing about Project 2025. It's like, man, when are y'all gonna damn just type on the internet Trump.2047.com and look at his website? It's right there. Trump 2025, Trump disemboweled that several times. So, like, man, I'm so sick of hearing that shit. Man,
See, he doesn't get that courtesy. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
He doesn't get it. It's sad. It's sad. Like, I put up a video. I probably should have put the last video first, but it was a pastor out of Chicago, and he was saying how, they put like I think 75 million into the protection for the DNC.
right.
Um, we need that money in our communities. Like, what the hell is going on? It's saying they paid probably, I'm guaranteeing a bunch of that went to Chicago PD.
Right.
And now they got one of the chiefs from Chicago Police Department he's on some type of leave or something for a statement he made about Gaza
Right.
while at the DNC. You know, it's like, man, you cannot make this up. They can
You
burn
can't.
American flags. They can
Right.
do whatever the hell they want to do. They can break the perimeter, you know, do whatever. They see no justice.
Right.
They had flyers going around here. They wanted to collect money for bail.
Yeah.
Collect bail money. You know, like other people don't get that. I just they were never, that courtesy wouldn't be extended to us as regular citizens, you know?
Right. 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 So, um, and I said, I'm so just amazed at these people who want to still support Kamala Harris in Georgia, and you let Kamala Harris come to Georgia and not mention Lakeland Riley's name, man. It's like that is such a slap in the face because you know why? Because she's tied to the border. Lakeland Riley's blood is on Kamala's hands. That's why they won't mention it. But why these people in Georgia will let that slide, man? Shit, okay.
Because I guarantee they just don't, you know, it's like they have a one track thought process.
Right.
They just hate them. Like they can't take their emotions out of their vote. I don't give a shit if you like them as a person or not. You know, like that doesn't make sense to me.
Well,
Um,
Kelly, it comes down to us who have common sense versus them burning on emotion. Hopefully, there's more of us. I keep saying that. I hope. I'm almost for certain there's more of us than them, but you know, we'll see come in November. And again, y'all, if you are in Georgia, in fact, if you are in a state that experienced any shenanigans, vote early. I please vote early, please, because again, here in Georgia, in Fulton County, they're going to try some dumb shit on election day. So let's get our votes in before election day because
you're really on that one, huh? You think
I
that this
mean,
will be a day of reckoning, you
we
know?
did the out of all the states in the United States. Well, no, you know what? I can't no because was it Michigan where they put the thing up? Was it what state was that? I mean, that was pretty bad. But let me tell you, that was bad. But what happened in Georgia was bad. You know, I mean, because they
Said about the
cartel.
poll watching thing, you said that they put you kind of like in the back on the back burner, that they had so many people. What were you saying earlier on the stream? Something like that?
Okay, so what I'm saying is that they did not expect, and this was put out by Trump's team. There were 1,500,000 volunteers. So we have more than enough poll watchers because there's only two per precinct allowed. So they're going to have people on standby, but um, they're going to have us ready to go because they might kick out a poll worker. Anything can happen, so we're on standby. But they got all the positions filled, is what they're saying. But we still need volunteers for backup. They don't want to be so comfortable to where okay, we got 15,000. That's more than enough. You never know what can happen. But what I'm saying is that we have a lot of people that volunteer for poll watching. A lot. Like Georgia's not playing.
Okay, so when they do that, because I said I gotta go take them some documents tomorrow for that,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But when they do that, I'm going to ask them, like, do they put it in certain portions? Like, we have this many registered Democrats watching, this many registered Republicans. Is it supposed to be divided like that? Or do they just, whoever signs up? I don't know how that works.
So here in Georgia, each precinct will have two Republicans and two Democrats watching.
Okay.
So that's how it is here in Georgia. Um, I think it's similar in Florida. I don't want to comment on Florida, but I know Georgia, they want to have two people, two Republicans per precinct because they're going to have two Democrats per precinct. So out of all the counties, I think we filled up every county in Georgia as far as volunteers.
That's
So
good. That's
yeah,
good.
that's good. So we're trying to make it as smooth as possible. They've shown us so much, especially when it comes, because I know Callie was concerned about the counting matching so Callie, this is for you. Here in Georgia, if the machine says like 156, we're gonna hand count 156 ballot to match what the computer says. And each ballot is going to have a watermark on it, so you can't do it twice. And as far as like, they're going to check like addresses and all that, and they're purging. And another thing we're purging dead people off the polls. So if you're deceased, if you're passed away, you're getting kicked off the polls. So no dead people voting for Georgia in the polls. We're taking care of that right now as we speak. That's number one.
Okay. All right.
The second thing I want to address is what was else? Okay, so we got the Georgia, the election, the Georgia Election Committee. I think it's 5 members, 3 out of 5. I think no, 4 out of 5 are all MAGA.
Now wow. I was happy to see that Michaela Montgomery. I end up being a fan of people pretty early when I seen her on stage in Georgia.
Yeah.
Man, she had fire in her. I'm like, she's got it. Like she's real animated. I could tell that Trump really liked her. That's the other thing. And I remember him saying, like, I'm gonna make sure that that you're good, that you have a spot. So I was happy to see her in Nevada yesterday. Like that's what I'm talking about. She was standing right there. She looked great. I really like her. And sometimes people can come in, and be deceptive. That happens, right?
Right.
I think Trump might have learned from his first term, but then again, you have to take a chance. You can't win them all. That's just kind of how life goes. But hopefully, with her background and what she's been doing, I believe she's some kind of. I know she went to an HBCU, but I think
Clark Carolina.
Yeah, you might know more than me what she's doing down there.
Yeah. I briefly met her at the rally when Trump came here, and let me tell you, they had her on C-SPAN, and they were trying to roast her. Man, she can hold her own. So Michaela Montgomery is good to go. So Trump will talk to her, and Trump will talk to what's the girl, Tulsi Gabbard. So anybody worried about Trump going off on if they have the debate on Kamala Harris, don't worry, man. Those two women right there, I think they're gonna. Trump do what he want to do, right? But
yeah, he does.
But we got to give him credit because he kept his composure during that Biden debate, and Biden just destroyed itself. And the more Biden talked, the worse it got for Biden. You know what I'm saying? And
well, she's not a good debater. Let's face it. She can barely hold on a conversation. She ain't. She's not a good debater. It's not.
He's not, and that's why, just like Biden, and Biden is actually a good debater. He just got dementia. All you got to do, all Trump has to do, is just let her talk. Especially, and this is the part that I was trying to talk about when I was telling Snowman, if they stick to policy, it's over for her. Because what can she say? What can she say? She destroyed the border. She was the border czar. We got the receipts. She fucked up the economy and shit on. If you vote for me, I'll fix the economy. Fix it now.
Yeah, what are you waiting on?
What are you waiting on? Yeah, people are like, they're not falling for that. So any type of policy will end that debate. She will destroy herself. Forget about Trump destroying Kamala. Kamala will destroy herself. I promise you. I promise you, because there's no way around that shit. Like, when you look at Kamala debates, I don't know if you've seen the one where the guy said, well, you were the border czar. Did you go to the border? She's like, no, I've never been to the border. But
I haven't been to Europe either.
Right, stupid shit like that. Let her say stupid shit like that, and the debate is over with.
Yeah, that was. You just saying, why doesn't she talk about her pappy? Where's your daddy, lady? Where's your daddy? Where is he? I don't ever hear her talk about him. It's
Yeah,
always
but
my mom taught me. My mom taught me. Where's your
right,
dad? Where the
right,
fuck is your dad?
right, right. Well, again, but see, Kelly, that falls too much into identity politics. I don't. Now, me personally, I don't care about a dad. What you gonna do for the country? Because
Well,
I
the
think,
reason I say that is because of her dad's background.
right.
So I'm assuming that's why she doesn't bring it up. That's my assumption.
Oh, about him being a socialist?
Yeah, well, everything he's connected to and what his father was connected to. So you don't really
Hell,
hear,
but she's coming out as a socialist.
I mean, they don't see it like that. I hear you. I hear you. And I'm not saying I disagree. I'm saying they don't see it like that.
You're right. You're right. I'm just like, I'm just amazed that they let her get away with saying, equity. Some people have a little more, and some people will have a little less. They're talking about if you're working, we're going to tax you so you can take care of these migrants. She's doing it right now. She ain't going to
Well,
tax no.
like he's saying, they take everything. They stole the no tax on tips. Then
Yeah,
you hear him talking about common sense. They want to use that now, common sense. They have none of their own thoughts. Like this is crazy. You could just snatch stuff. We see that happen on YouTube all the time. It's fair game. People say words and other people snatch them and make them popular. That's a thing.
right, right.
But to boldface just take somebody's idea and
Yeah,
then spit it back out like it was yours, like,
yeah.
whoa, wait a minute. Like that's almost like a smack in the face.
It is a smack in the face, but my thing is she's smacking herself in the face because we all got the internet.
I
Like,
swear people act like they don't read. I
but you
swear.
but it's all, I mean, obviously Trump is right there. Trump came out with that, what, in June? He came out with that in June? Because
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
it's like, yo, what, like, are you really that bold to steal something and it hadn't even been a year, it hadn't even been 3 months? Like, yeah, she literally stole that. But again, you know, she's talking about, oh, I'm for fracking, and then not too long ago she said she wasn't for fracking. Oh, I'm for what else did she say? There's so much shit that she said that she contradicted herself. And it's like, yo, we got the records. Like, so that's why I'm saying just stick to the policies. Just like Snowman said, stick to the policies, and she gonna put her own foot in her own mouth. Trump ain't gotta do nothing. Trump just gotta just do exactly what he did during the Biden debate, minus bragging about golf. I like that personally, but a lot of people didn't like that. Whatever. Okay, who cares? But
That's that's a what's up, Nick? He said, read. People don't read anymore. They don't read. You guys sub to Nick. That's my homie right there too. He's a good guy. Good
okay,
information. Absolutely. So sub to him too.
yeah, I mean, Nick is right, man. I mean, it's like, hey, it's that again, I guess in order to know about policies, you got to read. I guess because I'm like, yo, I mean, Trump keeps it so simplistic, so simplistic. I keep it simplistic. Low gas prices, like I said, he plays that commercial by Reagan. Were you better now, or were you better 4 years ago under Trump? It's just
Yeah.
that simple.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And Kamala Harris is part of the Biden administration. Kamala acting like she just came out of nowhere and she gonna solve all these problems. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, does she really think people are stupid? I mean, I don't know. Them Democrats, I'm questioning y'all. But again, a lot of Democrats, the news is not going to show this. They said that Kennedy's not the only one who's going to join the Trump camp. There's more to come. Kennedy
Oh,
said there's more
absolutely.
Democrats that are going to jump over.
Absolutely.
So I can only imagine Jill Stein, or, I mean, as crazy as he is, even goddamn Cornel West. I mean, he cuckoo for cocoa puffs, but hey, you know what I'm saying? But it would be a symbolic, such a symbolic gesture that you talking about these left people joining Trump. It would speak volumes because the Democrats did Kennedy dirty, they're doing Jill Stein dirty, and they did Cornel West dirty.
Yeah, I think that was another thing when he was talking about releasing Kennedy files. I know he talked about it the first time and it didn't happen.
Right.
Why? Not really sure, but I'm hoping that the public really does get access to that. And if you think about it, RFK Jr., is I mean, he's got a little bit of, I know, people that are aren't really too happy with him, or think he can, be deceptive, whatever. That's the chance you take.
Right.
I hope for the best. I mean, he's
Right.
got to
Well,
put in the family, right? They're not perfect. Clearly, everybody's got that dirt, but I would say give him an opportunity. I don't think he can harm any, not to say they couldn't harm anything, but I don't think he's there to do that, is what I'm getting at.
well, the thing is about the whole Kennedy thing and assassination, the Democrats are to a point now that is nothing compared to what they're trying to do now to Trump. You know what I'm saying? They shot at Trump, trying to lock up Trump. So that, and I'm not trying to diminish what happened to Kennedy, but it's like we now know that the Democrats are so desperate. They're just outright being, like I said, the news media don't even talk about the attempted assassination of Trump. They don't talk about it. And by them not talking about it, it's like then you're a contributor to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it.
Well,
And
they were going down the conspiracy. They always call us conspiracy theorists, but
right,
funny how a lot of them quote unquote conspiracies come true, later. But that's
right.
another story. But I
Well,
heard everything from it was shattered glass, those weren't bullets,
right.
everything. Like, really?
Yeah.
We
Oh,
were
when he ducked down, he cut his own ear. I've heard that dumb shit too. I'm like, are y'all serious? This is not WWE. He dug down, he had a blood capsule, and he came back up with, man, I've heard all kind of like just ridiculous
And
theories, man.
also, Trump has went, like you said, Trump has went on so many platforms. Tonight, well, at 12:30 Central Standard Time, Sean Ryan, who I love to death, is gonna drop the interview with Trump. He interviewed him too. So
Okay.
that'll come out later tonight. And I'm waiting for that. I'm staying up to watch that.
Holy shit. Okay, so I gotta play catch up because not only with Sean Ryan, I know another guy I never heard of interviewed. He has
Theo
a beard.
Vaughn.
What's his name?
Theo Vaughn.
That's him. Yeah, I watched some of that today, and then I got distracted because Trump did a golf thing with a golfer. So I started watching that. I said, "Damn, he got so much shit. It's hard for me to keep up." So Theo Wan, I watched that for about an hour. I think it's 2 hours, and they started talking about drug
It's about
addiction.
54 minutes. That
Was it
interview is about 54 minutes.
okay?
Yeah.
So I think I watched maybe if it was 54 minutes, I might have watched maybe 30 minutes. What 50? I probably watched 30 minutes of it, and then I started watching the golf thing
Well, I
because
mean, truth be told, in my humble opinion, I'm not a big fan of him. I don't know, I don't
I
know
don't
what
know who
he
he
does
is.
aside from that. I don't know. I just went to watch the interview, but I kind of felt he talks really like uh what it like I don't even know how to explain it. Like just his verbiage, like
Right,
bro
he really not your cup of
vibes
tea.
and
Yeah,
like
he not.
you're
Yeah,
talking to an do you know who this is? Like
right,
and,
right,
and not only that, it's like, do you have respect for your elders? But maybe
right.
that's just him, his personality. I'm not trying to be a hater. I respect him for doing it. I don't, it seems like he does content maybe about recovery and stuff like that from
Yeah,
like
yeah.
drugs. Yeah. So, I mean, kudos to him for that. People like it. He's got over 2 million subs. It just wasn't my kind of interview. That's all.
Mine either. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
kind of like. Yeah, after 30 minutes, I was like, okay, I see where this is going. Because like Trump, I don't drink or smoke, so I don't really I couldn't really relate to it, so I kind of just like, okay, let me watch this golf thing because and I watched the golf thing for about another 30 minutes, and then I left out because I was trying to get ready to go to the movie with my son. So you know, Trump is hitting different type of avenues and personalities. I still think he will get an interview with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, yeah, that could happen. That could happen.
You know,
My son loves Joe Rogan. He is a
right.
Joe Rogan junkie.
So let me ask you this, Kelly. Joe Rogan endorsed Kennedy. Kennedy endorsed Trump. So where does that leave Joe Rogan?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll
I
see.
mean, how
And
does
then
that work? Does that carry over? Like if you say, okay, like I say, I endorse Trump. Does that carry over if they endorse somebody else, or how does that work?
it would for me, if I'm being
Okay,
honest. If I trust Trump's judgment, like I'm not a fan of Vance. I don't
right,
know.
right, 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 right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not a big
Okay,
Vance fan,
good
right? But
example.
I'm
Good.
rolling, I'm rocking with it because I trust what Trump's doing. So,
Right.
as I still have my little bit of doubt, but what am I gonna do? And I just, like I said, I trust his judgment. So if Trump fell back and was like, I'm done, blah blah blah, and I endorse so and so, that's the person, that I'm more than likely gonna vote for.
Okay, okay, okay. And I like how you use that example with JD Vance because I'm like, hey, if Trump says, okay, this is my VP, okay, I'll roll with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel with now, like I said, if not saying Trump gonna do this, y'all, but if Trump goddamn gets crazy ass Cornell West to endorse him, then so be it. Now, Cornell West is a socialist,
Yeah,
but
I don't know a lot about him. I did get a meme and it looked good, right?
right.
Saying he endorsed Trump, but it was some bullshit that somebody
Okay.
made. It sounded good. It did sound good. I was like, damn, that would have been that would have been nice.
Well, again, what I'm saying, Kelly, is that these Democrats, the ones that are coming, so we already got RFK. For the ones that are coming, they're saying, look, we're to the left and the Democratic Party is not the same. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. And then if people are on the fence and are unsure, that'll push them. Like I said, there are a lot of RFK voters. And I'm going to show you how fake the polls are going to be. If you look at those outdated polls, except for Rasmussen is the one I trust, but the rest of them that are outdated, all of them, Kelly said that Kennedy was at 5%. 5%. So if that means allegedly if Trump and Harris are tied neck and neck, that means theoretically Trump should be pushed 5% over the top if they
Yeah,
all go with, huh?
them polls throw me off. They really
Yeah,
do.
because they're full of shit. Yeah, yeah, they're full of shit. So I get it, right? A lot of people don't trust the polls, and for good reason. And that's why I tell them, you know what? Don't worry about the polls. They're trying to cheat every time. Remember, you said they're going to do something. Well, they're doing it now. They're doing it with the polls. They're doing it with the news media. In fact, they did it when they tried to shoot at him, and they also did it when they pushed Kamala Harris when nobody voted for Kamala Harris. When they did the coup against Joe Biden, they're doing it. So everything
Yeah,
they said they're going to do something, they're doing it.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Did you hear about the owner of Telegram and him getting arrested in France?
Right. He did. So where is he from? Must be my first question. Where is he from?
I, I don't know exactly where he's
Is he
from.
Russian?
Joshua might know. Oh my God, 1 second.
Okay. Josh said, if you ask Kamal about the pole, she says, no thanks. I don't dance anymore. That's funny. Josh is funny as hell.
Josh is funny, yeah. But I know he was in Dubai. I know that
Okay,
he.
so Josh said he was Russian. He's Russian. The
Okay,
guy. Yeah.
okay.
That's okay. So
Um,
yeah.
I guess he might have. I don't know. He has property in France. I don't know. I haven't been able to really look into it. I know Nick dropped a video earlier, probably about an hour or two ago. I just haven't had a chance to watch it, but it was talking about him getting locked up. That's crazy, you know.
Right, it is crazy.
I don't know. Some people, think that certain speech should be censored because it's potentially harmful and blah 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 blah. But once you start doing that, everything getting censored, like come on, man. Either you're gonna let it be, or like you can't. What is freedom of speech about?
Right. Well, just like the guy who got arrested in France from Telegram, I believe they put out a warrant and he didn't even know about it. So, with that being said, I believe Elon Musk has a warrant and Elon Musk don't know about it. So, if Elon goes to France, they're going to arrest him too.
That'd be crazy, dude. Yeah, he better stay safe, you know?
Right. Right. Well, Putin has a warrant out for his arrest.
Huh?
Putin has a warrant out for his arrest.
As a warrant out for his arrest?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
It is crazy, right?
I don't know. The thing is that bothers me about that is that everybody's so emotional and gets their feelings hurt so easy. I get pissed off when I hear other people say, well, I want so and so censored. No, it can't go that way.
I know.
You can't just pick and choose. Like, wouldn't you rather know where a person stands than to silence them?
Right.
Like, I'd rather know your position. Hate me, love me. I'd rather know. Not that I can't. It's not going to affect my everyday life, but I'd rather know. That's why I don't get the whole censorship thing. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Right. Right. Well,
We're not all
censorship.
gonna agree all the time. I'm cool with that.
Right. Well, censorship controls the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So, again, if they're able to control the narrative and believe that, oh, Harris is ahead of Trump in the polls, and then therefore it'll be more believable if they try to cheat, overcome the cheating. But again, they have to regroup because they were never expecting RFK. And it's so funny. If you close your eyes and just listen to RFK words, he was saying the same things as Trump. So RFK legitimizes everything that Trump was saying about the Democratic Party. They're trying to cheat. They're trying to use that damn legal lawfare, all that shit, because they were trying to sue RFK in multiple states because he left the Democratic Party, went independent, and the Democrats are saying, we're going to sue you because you left the Democratic Party, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know. It just goes to show that they do what the hell they want to do. That's the reality. I don't know, hopefully everything goes the way we're supposed to because it's supposed to. Okay, I'm going to say like God's will, quote unquote, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But for me, like I said, it's in my mind, I think life or death. Like, how do you stop these people, slow them down, or do anything? They're out of control. They're literally out of control.
Well, again, you got to remember during C-19, everybody was on lockdown. So when everybody's on lockdown, there's less of a pushback. You got 1,500,000 poll watchers. I think you'll think twice about that. When they have lockdowns, and I'm going to tell you from somebody who was an essential worker, I was driving around the city and I was like, damn, I could do this. I could do so much dirt because everybody's at home. It's like a ghost town. You know what I'm saying? So when people's minds are thinking like that, it's like, well, hell, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this. But when you got eyes who actually around and about those areas, you're less likely to try some shit. And let me tell you, those 150,000 volunteers are willing to stay up all night until they call the election. So it won't be there's a pipe busted, everybody go home. No, ain't gonna be none of that.
Right.
Remember, they tried it after everybody went home here in Georgia. After everybody went home, then the girl proceeded to get out these ballots and continue with the counting. If There are 150,000 volunteers and nobody goes home. I don't think that's going to be tried. And a lot of those poll watchers are going to be lawyers and law enforcement.
Well, it seems like y'all got a whole different program in Georgia. Like you said, screw that. It ain't going down this time. We're gonna implement certain things that it's gonna make it harder on you guys to do what you want to do. And I get pissed because here in Wisconsin, they already. I told you the last stream we did that they messed up over 700 ballots in Douglas County. Alone.
Right,
So
right.
it's like, and they act like it was no big deal. Like, oh well, they'll have to work that out and talk to the election commission. And if we did some shit like that, they'd be rounding all of us up to go to hell to jail. We'd be in jail.
Right.
Seriously.
Seriously, right. Exactly.
But when they do it, it's like, oh well, not a big deal.
Right.
It
It'll be
kills.
okay. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Wait till the next 4 years,
Yeah.
we'll do it all over again. Maybe it'll work next time in the next 4 years. No, fuck that. We goddamn fixing that shit
Who
now.
cares that she made 64,000 votes for Biden? It's not a big deal,
Right, right.
Shucks.
Right.
Oh
Man,
man, they piss
man,
me
it's
off. But
crazy. It's
yeah, I
crazy.
encourage everybody be a poll watcher if you can in your area. Just do it, suck it up. I don't necessarily want to do it, but in my opinion, we all have a civic duty in this country, one way
Right.
or another, whichever way you choose. You know what I mean? And I absolutely am thankful for every single veteran and
Yeah.
us citizens, civilians, whatever. We need to do our part. We got to toe the line too. So, it is what it is. That's just my thoughts.
Especially if you're worried about cheating. If you join the poll watchers, when you go through their course and their classes, like I said, I don't know how they're doing in different states. I can only assume. Shout out to what's his name up in Pennsylvania. I think they have a similar safeguard, but in Georgia, I'm like, damn, I would hate to be the person that cheat and get caught because they talking about that person doing time.
For
Like,
sure. They should.
like you're gonna do time.
Yeah, they should.
So I'm that confident what happened in 2020 is not happening in 2024. I'm that confident, at least in Georgia.
Look, these people don't even want nothing. Let's just use this as an example. The city gives what are they? Oh, if I'm not politically correct, don't shoot me. The Hmongs. They get a whole plot, free land for gardening in the black neighborhood.
Right,
They probably own one or two houses on one of the blocks, you know what I mean? But they get a whole big plot as long as they maintain it for their garden. Now, why is it that nobody else in the neighborhood says, well, wait a minute, you just gave the Hmongs a whole lot for a garden. Can we get one? Like nobody asked that. They don't want anything. They don't expect anything in exchange for a vote. Nothing, nothing. Like they spent $88,000. These are the things I repeat that piss me off on a quote unquote reckless driving truck. What is a damn truck gonna do that looks cute? It's orange and yellow and got all the bells and whistles. What is
right,
a truck gonna do for the community when we got a problem with reckless driving?
right,
We got
right,
multiple problems, but you spend 88,000 on it. See, this stuff just makes me. It irks my nerve. That's all. Like
right,
I
right,
don't know who else can get away with this.
right,
It's crazy. Nobody asks for nothing. They're willing to give a vote, blind loyalty. Vote blue, no matter who. No questions asked. It's insanity.
It
It
is.
is
It is, Kelly.
insanity.
It is insanity. So what I'm hoping for, like I said, we got this one debate. The thing is, the more Kamala talks, the worse it all is all for her, and that's why they're trying to hide her as much as they can. They think the less
What's
she talks, the better her chances.
yeah? What is the date? Do you know a date on that debate?
Um, hold
They
on.
given out a date?
Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna Google it right now. Trump.
I mean, isn't this the same chick that just hired a bunch of IRS agents? We talked about that last time, right?
Yep.
Nobody thinks about that either.
Right.
And not only the hiring the IRS agents, but now these agents can't have get a weapon.
Right. Okay. So the debate is September 10th.
September 10th.
Yes.
I got to write that down so I remember.
Yep. September 10th.
Man, we should take bets on the fact that she's gonna do it or not. Where did my?
Right. Well, and it's gonna be on ABC.
I just feel like she's gonna fail. You know.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think that'll be a good look for her. But you know, I don't know.
You
Maybe
don't need a good look.
right. That's true. Yeah. It is the Democratic Party, so I wouldn't put it past them. But because they know she can't win on policy, she cannot win against policy, and Trump is not going to be sucked in on the whole race thing. He's not going to be sucked in because they tried to suck Trump in on the Willie Brown thing. They tried to trap him up. They're like, "So, what, Trump? What do you think about Willie Brown and Kamala Harris?" And he's like, "Huh? Who? Willie Brown? Who's? Oh, Willie Brown? Yeah, I know Willie Brown. See, we were in a helicopter one time, and it almost crashed. You got to understand, Willie Brown was like, this is it. So he knows how to flip the conversation. They tried to trip up Trump up, and Trump came with a story. And oh my God. So you can't trip up Trump. You can't.
Oh, okay. There we go. Right there. The dude for Telegram was meeting with the Tates in Dubai. I mean, I guess they shook them down too. They locked up the Tate brothers. I don't know. It's crazy, man. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to be careful, especially in England and France, man. They are so, they government is so, man. So because they want to keep that war going in Ukraine, and a lot of people have vested interests in those countries. England, France, of course, the U.S. and Canada has a great vested interest keeping the war going. Because Zelensky wanted to end the war, but England sent Boris Johnson to damn shred up the goddamn treaty between him and Putin. Putin is just waiting. Putin wants Trump to win too.
Yeah.
Because he wants to end the war, and he knows Trump is sensible and will talk the war down because Biden is trying to.
That's another thing. Like we should that I call him that Yahoo guy, not Yahoo. I
Yeah,
just call him Yahoo. Whatever.
right.
You know, in my opinion, that we have a blind loyalty to them, but that's just my opinion, which I don't
Okay.
necessarily agree with. But you're gonna get that out of either side. It doesn't matter. They
Well,
both.
as an American, you're entitled to that, Kelly.
Yeah.
You're an American, so you're entitled to that. And I don't. Yeah, I mean, hell, you're American, and your tax dollars are going over there, so you have a right to say how you feel about it. You're American.
Well, it just seems like at this point, I mean, how long have they been doing this? How long have these wars been going on? I mean, they have not been working hard enough for a ceasefire, you know?
Right. Right.
And it feels like it's obtainable, but
Yes.
clearly people want their pockets lined. And that's
Right.
just,
Right.
it's an
And-
unfortunate reality.
right. And that's why they're willing to shoot at Trump because they know Trump can't be manipulated or bought. I mean, he's a billionaire. How you gonna damn buy a millionaire? You can't. So he doesn't care about their money. And they're like,
Right.
okay. So then they try to pew him at the damn rally. And so now it ain't got worse. They took away Kennedy's Secret Service protection. I'm like, really, y'all? This is what, like,
Shouldn't be shocked by that, Blackson.
I mean, I'm more shocked at the people still supporting Kamala Harris. But again, they don't know shit about policy. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They say, oh, Kamala the first black female president. That's all they fucking see. It's like, didn't y'all learn from Obama? Didn't
Orange
y'all
man
learn?
bad. That's all they know. Orange man bad.
But why? Why is he bad? Why?
They just
They
don't
don't
like
even
him.
like because no, somebody told them the mainstream media told them he was bad. The fake stream media, the CNNs, the ABCs, the NSNBCs, the Rachel Maddows, the Joy Reids, the Miss Bear from The View, they've said Trump was bad, so then Trump must be bad. It's like, damn, you don't have enough brains to think for yourself. So
It's
this
up.
is what
It's
we're facing.
yeah.
So
It's
it's
sad.
us against them. We gotta outnumber them. If you got common sense people, we got to outnumber them because if not, we're about to see our taxes go up because Kamala Harris is not going to do no tax on tea. She only said that because Trump said that. Come on now.
Yeah.
She only said that because Trump said that, man. Just outright stole his shit.
Well,
So
I know people get frustrated, and I'm going to reiterate, like a lot of people will say, I don't argue with dummies, I'm over it, blah, blah.
right,
But again, I keep trying to tell people if it's a situation where you can add a word or two that might change somebody's process, and again, I know a lot of people don't have interest in it, but when I get the opportunity, I tend to open my mouth. I don't,
but you know what's so insulting to me? The Democrats want us to get vasectomies and abortions, but want the migrants give them a tax credit for 35,000.
and yeah, what's
That's
it?
insulting. That's a slap in the face, Kelly.
I know, but
That's a
again,
slap in the face.
when we say, when we were out here saying, man, that look, it's the replacements, right?
Right,
And the first thing people want to go to is, you're racist, blah, blah, blah. So I just let it go. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done saying it because,
right, right,
if I'm trying to look out for the best interest of every American,
right,
and you're going to sit and just call me a racist and other, names, I can't do it anymore.
right. I got you. And you got more tolerance than me. You know what I'm saying? So I do give you credit for, like I said, whoo, man, you know what? Yeah, we all have our tipping point. We all have
Yeah.
our tipping point. And like I said, for them to say you get an abortion, they want me to get a vasectomy, but oh, by the way, our tax dollars, because we can't afford kids, we should do the vasectomy, get the abortion. Oh, by the way, and we're taking taxes out so you can support this family here, so they can have kids.
Yeah. I
I'm
know
like,
it's
it don't
crazy.
get
It's
no more
crazy,
clear
bro.
than that. It don't get no more clear than that. It gets no more clear than that. Like nobody has explained that to me.
I don't disagree.
Because the first thing dumbasses will say is, "Oh, we're overpopulated." But then why are you giving this incentive to this couple here to hop up on down each other and pop out babies?
It's the long game. Just saying.
That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate slap in the face. Like there's no coming back from that, Kelly. That is the ultimate slap in the face.
I
Why
think
don't
what Angela Stanton King was saying that too. She had done a video. I think that was her talking about that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's one thing that they try to convince black people. Oh, you got too many kids. Oh, you can't have kids. Oh, go ahead and get an abortion. Oh, get a vasectomy. Like they push that on black people first. And a
Right.
lot of us believe that bullshit, like, oh, I can't take care of no kids. Oh, I can't afford to bring a child in the world. But go to work. We're going to take taxes out so we can port this family here. But we're overpopulated, I thought, Kelly. I thought we can't afford children.
Yeah. Well, first of all, most people don't. I mean, I shouldn't say most people. Some people do feel like they have to plan for that. But in the real world, if you don't have the money, you'll find the money. It'll be okay. You can work it out. Now, I don't know about today's day and time, but then again, I'd like to say that, parents, they will. They'll make a way.
But I'm having trouble seeing the logic, Kelly. So you're saying that okay, we'll make away this and that, but then the migrants are coming over, they're risking their lives, them and their family lives, going over barbed wire and going through the Grand Canyon, going over scorpions and snakes. All they got to do is make it over here. It's not making no sense.
That's their
Have you
replacement.
ever seen a scorpion, Kelly?
Yes, but not in person. I don't
Right, you
want
never
to
seen
see
a
that.
real life scorpion.
No,
Okay,
I don't want to see that. It's like I don't
okay.
want to see a
So
rattlesnake.
these people, right, and that don't even get me started on the rattlesnakes. But scorpions, see, rattlesnakes are kind of big, so you can kind of see them. Scorpions, a lot of times you won't see them until it's too late. Some scorpions are about that big. And a lot of times you will overlook them because of their size. Rattlesnakes, they look like damn tires in the road. You will see a coyote, you will see a rattlesnake, but
have you
scorpions,
have you had an interaction with one?
yes. And what's so scary about them is that they're tiny. The smallest ones are the most deadliest ones. They
Oh
will
my
creep out from under a rock real quick. You're like, damn, I didn't see that.
God. So what did you do?
I mean, whoa, whoa. Scorpions are quick. Not saying a rattlesnake is quick, but I can see a rattlesnake. A scorpion, they might just crawl them from under because they like the shade. So something as small as this, a scorpion can hide underneath there. As small
Oh my
as this
God.
right here. In fact, something as small as a nail clipper, they can hide between the nail clippers. That's how small they are. And they ball up and shit because they trying to keep cool, but yo, they would just pop out and shit. Scorpions just pop out. So
Well, I'm sure plenty of people have probably had a bad interaction with a scorpion. I mean, it
well,
doesn't.
imagine you got to take your kids across the desert. We're talking about little kids here.
Yes, I know. It
So not only
sounds
do you got
very
to worry about,
dangerous.
not only you got to worry about you, Kelly, a scorpion run across your foot. You got these damn kids. Scorpion might run across their foot. What are we talking about here?
Oh my God.
And kids are bad as hell. They not listening. They crying. Snot coming down their nose, and you gotta tend to the kids. And the scorpion is
Well, clearly
maneuvering.
something is happening with the kids because, I mean, where are over 300,000 of them at? And why is nobody asking her? Where are all these children? Where are they?
Sex
How
traffic,
That's a
organ
crazy
harvesting.
number.
Yeah, yeah. And
Nobody wants to hold her accountable for that.
right. That's why I said, how
If
is she
that
gonna have a
was if
debate?
that was Trump, they would have had his ass lit the hell up. You know it just as I know it.
They would not let it go. They would be in the news. They would be in the algorithm 24/7. They would not let that shit go. They would be doing documentaries on it. Man, fuck
Yep.
surviving R. Kelly. They'd be like surviving Donald Trump.
Yep. Yep.
Fuck R. Kelly. Fuck goddamn P. Diddy. Fuck Epstein. No, they would be talking about Trump.
Ugh. They would never let him do. Never.
No, never.
It's crazy.
They would
But
never.
I gotta get up out of here, Blackson. It's almost 6.
All right, Kelly.
Okay.
Like I said, and every time we end the show, I be thinking, oh, I should have asked Kelly this. I should
Yeah,
have asked her that. So we'll have to do the show again because I'm gonna write down right when we get off. Shit's gonna hit me. It
dude. I
always does.
I have pages upon pages of just notes and notes and notes, and I
So let me
probably
ask you real quick on a lighter note, and y'all press the one in the chat. Them gay boys are mad about Beyonce not showing up.
oh my god.
Them gay boys are mad. She done lost the gay Black, I don't care if you gay boy that's black or white, Hispanic, them gay boys are mad Beyonce didn't show up. They are
Probably,
pissed.
probably. Especially if they went just for that. And
They
Nick,
went just for that.
you can keep them rattlesnakes and copperheads. I do not want to deal with all these rodents. What do you call them? I don't want them to do with them reptiles. I
Yeah,
don't want to deal with it. We don't have that in Wisconsin.
right. So Nat, I'm assuming you got kids, and I'm assuming in some point in your life they were bad kids, and you trying to watch them. So imagine you dragging your kids across the desert, and you got to worry about them scorpions running across their feet. Not only your feet, their feet. Imagine that. You
Josh.
dragging your badass kids across the desert, and you got scorpions running around. Hell no. And they said, "Oh, we overpopulated, man. You don't fuck out of here with that shit."
Absolutely. That's crazy. But anyway, I appreciate you as always, and we'll do it again. I mean, stuff is changing so fast. So,
Oh, we'll be back, Kelly, because another Democrat is going to join the Trump train. Watch what I tell you.
okay. Well, we shall
My
see.
money is on Jill Stein. I'm calling Jill Stein.
Okay. All right. I guess we shall see.
All right.
Everybody, have a great evening. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate you guys. Take care. Until next time. Your